Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to the last candle review of the day. If you missed it a little bit earlier, I shared my thoughts on the Country Candle Charred Pineapple as well as the Homeworks Moroccan Pomegranate. I will go ahead and link those reviews in the description box down below. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button right below this video here, and that way any of my new candle reviews that go up here on my channel will show up in your subscription feed. Anyway, we are going to end the day today with Bath & Body Works Vanilla Coconut Surf. Now, I was actually looking online to be able to read the fragrance notes to you guys, but you know what? I don't see this candle online anymore. However, I was walking around the mall this past weekend and quickly popped into my local Bath & Body Works, and I did still see this one in my local stores. So if you're interested in it, normally I try to link things in the description box, but I can't with this one. She's already gone from the website. I hope it comes back because I love this scent. But if you are anywhere near one of your local Bath & Body Works stores, you might actually just want to pop in there and see if they have any in stock for you. But I love this scent, you guys. I actually am thinking about grabbing another one the next time there's a somewhat decent sale. I picked this one up way back. It was actually on Super Bowl Sunday. I placed an order online and I went ahead and grabbed this one because I am just in general a big fan of coconutty scents. And the fragrance notes on this one really appealed to me. And a couple of weeks ago, someone mentioned, I think it was in maybe my weekly home fragrance roundup, I may have mentioned this one, and someone said, oh my gosh, that smells so similar to their Cocoa Paradise. And I thought that this smelled incredibly familiar, but for the life of me, I couldn't place it. But you guys, I love Cocoa Paradise. I bought several of these, and I was actually super bummed when I couldn't get any more last year. I think I maybe have 3 of these for this summer. Oh, I'm just smelling it now. Oh, it is just delightful. Now, I don't think that the Vanilla Coconut Surf is basically a repackage of Cocoa Paradise, but I think they're incredibly similar. And if you like the Cocoa Paradise, I think this is kind of a good alternative if they are not going to re-release the Cocoa Paradise. Let me just read you the notes on Cocoa Paradise really quickly. Salted coconut manoi, sugared neroli, and bronzed sandalwood. So, knowing all that, let's go ahead and review the Vanilla Coconut Surf. We're gonna read through the fragrance notes. We're going to talk strength and throw, and we're going to talk overall burn quality, which has been just a little iffy, especially now that I'm at the halfway point. This is one of those where I feel like I really kind of have to limit the burn of it, but it's been okay because it also tends to linger really nicely even after I blow it out. So I'm not hating on the limited burn time. And honestly, with most of my candles, I typically don't burn them for more than 3.5, 4 hours to begin with anyway. So nothing unusual there. All right, so what are the fragrance notes here? There's 3. We have sweet vanilla, coconut waves, and beechwood. So what do you smell here? So I smell a really nice, kind of, I would say, musky coconut. That's the first thing that pops into my head when I'm sniffing this one. Really nice musky coconut with a solid vanilla that actually is not overly sweet. By the way, that you might be hearing some snortling in the background. I'm currently petting Alf while I'm doing this review. So please enjoy the free pug ASMR as I'm talking here. But yeah, the vanilla isn't overly sweet. But it provides a really nice base for that musky coconut. And I also get I think it smells like sandalwood. I really think that this is, the beech wood that they're talking about here is coming across as a really beautiful sandalwood note. This is just such a relaxing, tropical, beachy coconut scent. I don't really get much in the way from that, like salty ocean air vibe, but it does, I think just because of that musky coconut note, come across as a beachy type of fragrance. But this is so well done, you guys. I really, really like this one a lot. In fact, I think I love it. That's why I was a little devastated to find out that it's no longer on the website. But I'm guessing that this could potentially be repackaged as something else over the course of the summer. We're not even into, the summer months quite yet. And Bath & Body Works seems to be pretty good about repackaging a lot of their popular fragrances. I hope this was considered a popular one. Again, it just reminds me so much of the Cocoa Paradise. And while I'm glad I have a few of these Cocoa Paradise for this summer, I'd really like to get some more of the Vanilla Coconut Surf. So anyway, the fragrance overall, I couldn't possibly give it more thumbs up. I will say, if you don't like a musky type of fragrance, you might find this one a little bit offensive. I happen to really like that note myself, so it works for me. But if you're looking for more of like a edible coconut or something like that, this is not that. I guess this would lean more maybe towards the like suntan lotion coconut fragrance more than anything else, but it's lovely. I'm a big fan. 2 thumbs up. I wish I could give it more thumbs up. Let's talk strength and throw, you guys. All right, so this one I don't think is quite as strong as the Cocoa Paradise, but I would say it's just about there. I think the strength of this one is a solid like 7. The throw is probably somewhere between a 6 and 7 as well. I wish it traveled just a little bit further than what it does. It's an absolute room filler, and it feels like the immediate vicinity. I have a slightly more open concept style of home with higher ceilings. I will admit that I'm a little disappointed these days in the strength and throw of some of my Bath & Body Works candles. They really in the past have always been more in the range of like 8 and 9 in terms of strength and throw, but I'm not finding that to necessarily be the norm anymore, and that's kind of interesting to me. I'm curious if those of you that, have been with Bath & Body Works for years now, if you're kind of finding the same thing as well. I think with certain scents, not having them be complete powerhouses might be a good thing, especially if they're, maybe overly sweet fragrances or, some of their florals, I know sometimes can be a little bit headache inducing. But overall, like with one like this, I would really like to see this more in the range of like an 8 or a 9 in terms of strength and throw, but it's not bad. I'm certainly getting a lot of enjoyment out of it, so I'll take it. In terms of overall burn quality, okay, I am noticing that as I'm getting down to this halfway point, the wicks seem to be getting long really quickly. So this one is burning fairly hot and fast. So I have been trimming these wicks fairly aggressively, and they still seem to get really long during my like 3 or 4 hour burns. I am gonna give you guys an overhead shot. With the last burn, there was just a little bit of discoloration that I was starting to notice in the wax. And that is coming from the residue, the carbon residue from the wicks. It's basically just dropping into the wax. Now, it's not dramatic yet, and I trimmed the wicks before this burn pretty aggressively in the hopes that I can limit that just a little bit. So I'm gonna give you guys the overhead shot so you can take a look here. I did just light this right before starting the video, so it's not even completely pulled out. But you can kind of start to see, do you see those little swirls of black? That's what I'm talking about. You can, oh yeah, you can totally see it here. So that is literally just the carbon residue dropping down into the wax. Now, typically what is a little bit of a turnoff when it comes to this is that it can actually, if it happens like frequently, or if it happens a lot, or if there's a lot of that residue that drops, I guess I should say, it can change the overall fragrance. And I don't love when that happens. So what I may do with this one, if it continues to want to do this, I might just pop it into a candle crock. I am someone who definitely utilizes my candle crocks pretty aggressively. Whenever a candle starts to misbehave, it is my first inclination to pop it into a crock and just not deal with the mess at all. I am not excited to have to repaint my house anytime soon. When we first moved in here, we repainted the entire thing, including all of the ceilings, and that was fairly expensive. And so I'm being pretty careful about my candle burning these days. And if a candle is showing any signs of smoking or sooting, off it goes to either a lamp or a crock. I'm not one to return too terribly frequently, although I did do that this year with the almond croissant. But yeah, overall, I absolutely adore this fragrance. And thank you to the person who jogged my memory regarding the Cocoa Paradise, because yes, I think these two are incredibly similar. And if you loved this, I mean, this vanilla coconut surf, it's incredibly similar. I think that the neroli note in this Cocoa Paradise is what makes this one just a little bit different from the vanilla coconut surf. But overall, very, very similar fragrances, that nice musky base to them. I just think this smells like a very sophisticated type of summer fragrance. And this is also the type of scent that I think would be perfect for a beach house. I'm currently obsessed with my goal of trying to buy a beach house at some point in my life. I have no idea when I'm gonna have the money for that, but this is absolutely the type of fragrance that I would burn if I had my dream beach house. I think it would just be lovely. So if you're lucky enough to live near the ocean, this I think would be a great addition to your home. Anyway, I hope this review was helpful. Let me know if you picked this one up and what your thoughts are, and if you're familiar with Cocoa Paradise, how you think it compares to Cocoa Paradise. And yeah, leave those thoughts down below in the comments. Like I said, I wish I could link her, but you might have to just pop into your local store and see if you can pick one of these up. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Again, subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.